The ancient charges and regulation are as follows. You agree to be a good man and true, and strictly to obey the moral laws. 2. You agree to be a peaceable citizens and cheerfully to conform to the laws of the country in which you reside. 3. You promise not to be concerned in plots and conspiracies against government, but patiently to submit to the decision of the Supreme Legislature. 4. You agree to pay a proper respect to the civil magistrate, to work diligently, live creditably, and act honorably by all men. 5. You agree to hold in veneration the original rulers and patrons of the Order of Masonry and their regular successors, supreme and subordinate, according to their stations, and to submit to the awards and resolutions of your brethren when concerned in every case consistent with the constitutions of the order. 6. You agree to avoid private pique and quarrels and to guard against intemperance and excess. 7. You agree to be cautious in carriage and behavior, courteous to your brethren and faithful to your lodge. 8. You promise to respect genuine brethren and to discountenance impostor and all dissenters from the original plan of Masonry. 9. You agree to promote the general good of society, to cultivate the social virtues, and to propagate the knowledge of the art. 10. You promise to pay homage to the Grand Master for the time being and to his officers when duly installed, and strictly to conform to every edict of the Grand Lodge or General Assembly of Masons that is not subversive of the principles and groundwork of Masonry. 11. You admit that it is not in the power of any man or body of men to make innovation in the body of Masonry. 12. You promise a regular attendance on the committees and communication of the Grand Lodge, on receiving proper notice, and to pay attention to all the duties of Masonry in convenient occasion. 13. You admit that no new lodge should be formed without permission of the Grand Lodge, and that no countenance will be given to any irregular lodge or to any person clandestinely initiated therein, being contrary to the ancient charge of the order. 14. You admit that no person can be regularly made a Mason in or admitted a member of any regular lodge without previous notice and due inquiry into his character. 15. You agree that no visitor shall be received into your lodge without due examination and producing proper vouchers of their having been initiated in a regular lodge.
These are among the regulations of free and accepted Masons, and to this, your assent must be freely given. Please raise your right hand. Do you submit to these charges and promise to support these regulations as masters have done in all ages before you? Then, in consequence of that assurance and with full confidence in your capacity and zeal, kneel now on both knees, place both your hands upon the Holy Bible, square and compasses to take your solemn vow of office. Repeat after me. I do solemnly and sincerely vow
I do most solemnly and sincerely vow
that I will maintain, support,
support,
and enforce
enforce
the Constitution,
the Constitution,
edicts,
edicts,
laws,
laws,
and regulations
regulations
of the most worshipful
of the most worshipful
Grand Lodge
Grand Lodge
of Free and Accepted Masons
of free and accepted Masons
of the Philippines,
of the Philippines,
and the bylaws of my lodge,
and the bylaws of my lodge,
and will faithfully perform
and will faithfully perform
to the best of my abilities
to the best of my abilities
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
to which I had been elected.
to which I have been elected.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Amen.
and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer as we go our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to this place where we'll be safe. I pray we'll find your light and hold it in our hearts. When stars come on each night, let this be our prayer. When shadows fill our day, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
Arise, my brother. I will now install you, Worshipful Master of Jose Abad Santos Memorial Lodge number 333. Very worshipful brother, Master of Ceremonies, reconducting in front of the East. I will now invest you with the jewel of your office, the square. The square, my brother, is an emblem of morality, and as such is the special badge of the Master's chair. It should constantly remind you that not only by precepts, but by examples you should promote good morals among the brethren, and thus endeavor to avert any shadow of scandal or reproach against the fraternity. Your former life has given evidence that that jewel will not be an unmeaning symbol in your hands, and I solemnly charge you to take good care that its luster may not be dimmed through any act of yours. I will now present you with a book of holy writings. It is the great light in Masonry, and so should be the great law of the brotherhood. It will guide you to all truths. It will direct you to eternal happiness and an attentive regard to the divine precepts it contains will ensure your success in the fulfillment of the duties you are about to assume. The working tools of the craft will next be given you, that as the master workman, you may instruct the craftsman in the various duties and virtues they are selected to illustrate. The square teaches us to regulate our every action and to let our conduct be governed by the principles of morality and virtue. The compasses teach us to limit our desires in every station and never suffer our passions and prejudices to become the masters of our judgment. The rule directs the undeviating discharge of our duties, that we should press forward in the straight path of right and truth without inclining to one hand or the other, having eternity in view. The plumb line is an emblem of moral rectitude. It teaches us to avoid all dissimulation and to pursue that honest and upright course in life which will tend to our elevation in the higher realms of immortality. There are other important things which you will receive in charge. The Book of Constitutions. You are expected to diligently search and from time to time cause its contents to be read in your lodge that none may remain ignorant of the precepts it enjoins or the ordinances it promulgates. That book contains the bylaws of your lodge, which it will be your special duty to see it carefully and punctually executed. And that is the charter, under the authority of which your lodge is held, which you are to carefully preserve and duly transmit to your successor in the master's chair. Very worshipful brother, master of ceremonies, you will conduct the master to his station in the east. Very worshipful brother, master of ceremonies, you will next present to me the senior warden-elect.